Hi there, warm welcome. You're watching Times Now's Blueprint Explosive Exclusive and I'm Meghna Rekha. Well, it's one thing to lose polls and power, but quite another when it comes to losing a privilege that you're so very used to. In fact, look at the Congress. It may not have the best track record when it comes to elections, but when it comes to being evicted from its old office, the Congress is fuming. Well, this is a story of how 13 years, 3 eviction notices later, the Congress still is clinging on to its 24 Akbar Road office. Yes, that's right. It's the 24 Akbar Road office. You can see that on the screens behind me. And this despite the fact that Congress just got a swanky new office built with a cost of 200 crore rupees. They built it just last year. It got inaugurated, but yet Congress says it wants 2 addresses because 1 address simply won't do. Why? Well, we are going to tell you about the great Congress eviction drama. Why is the notice to vacate being called vendetta by the BJP as per the Congress? Well, let's start with the tale of 2 Congress offices. Why are there two Congress offices? Well, the first Congress office is the old Congress office, the 24 Akbar Road one, and this is the one which is in the storm, in the eye of a storm, because this is the one which there is an eviction notice for. Approximately, and there is a rent which the Congress party has been paying month on month. It is believed that the approximate rent for a swanky, huge, big Akbar Road bungalow such as this would cost about 5 to 10 lakh rupees per month. Whatever is the actual rent amount that is being paid as per the Congress, they are saying that we are paying it. Now, this is the new old office. Now, let's tell you about the new address. This is the new address which has already been inaugurated by the Congress. Now, remember, after Congress shifted from 24 Akbar Road, now the headquarters is at the Indira Bhawan, which is in ITO. Again, in Delhi, a big, huge area. They spent about 225 crore rupees building that new office, and yet Congress says that they are not going to evict their old office. And that's the big question. Why? Well, the dispute over Congress's continued stay at Akbar Road spans over a decade. In fact, it goes all the way back to 2013. Let's explain. In 2013, the allotment of this had expired. They sought an extension, following which what happened? Then you had, in 2015, the centre directing the Congress that they must vacate. This despite the fact that they got an extension 2015 when the extension ended. Then the centre said, this house needs to be vacated. This bungalow needs to be vacated as the Congress headquarters. After that, they in fact said that the allotment was void under the new rules. This was a new rule which had been kicking in 2015 about limiting the number of government offices. Then in May 2023, there was a fresh notice which was given to the Congress asking them to vacate. In July 2023, there was a fresh formal notice which was given as well. Then in March 2026, this is the third and this is the final eviction notice which was given to the Congress party. Here, the deadline that they have set is 28th of March 2026, merely 3 days away. They've been asked to vacate, saying that this is the final eviction notice. You must leave your old office. But let's take a closer look at the story of 24 Akbar Road. It is one of the capital's most iconic political addresses, and here's why. Well, it all started in 1910 to 1930. This was part of the then famed Lutyens Delhi as it was being developed. By 1947, it became one of the VIP hubs. Right after independence, one of the most plush addresses that one could have. 1950s to 1978, this Akbar Road house was being allotted to different ministers and MPs, and it is huge. Anyone who's seen the office area would know that it's a huge area. It's not just any Sarkari bungalow, it's a bigger Sarkari bungalow, one of the biggest that you have. By 1978, the Congress made this their headquarters. So 1978 onwards, Congress has been using this as their headquarters. Then what happened? In 2023, as I was telling you, Congress was asked to vacate the house. This has been coming up one after the other, again and again. This was the second notice when they were asked to vacate their address. 2025 is when Congress moves into Indira Bhawan. Now remember, Indira Bhawan is a big plush office as well, which is there in the heart of Delhi in ITO. Not as fancy an address, one must admit, as the Akbar Road was, but this is a bigger area, a bigger office as well, and would also ensure that the space crunch that they faced at Akbar Road would not happen in the new headquarters. But the Congress says it still doesn't want to give up its old office. Why? Well, it says that its position is such that Akbar Road has become a key part of its very story, a key part of its legacy of Congress itself. And they're also taking a swipe at the BJP. What are the things that the Congress has said? First, they say that this is part of Congress's legacy and story, and hence they don't want to vacate this house that you can see behind me. Congress also says that they want to retain both the addresses, the new address as well as the old address. They don't want to give it up and they want to cling on to it. Congress says that this kind of an eviction notice which has been served to them by the BJP is illegal and it is politically motivated. Congress also say that they are being silenced, that this is pressure being put on the Congress and the BJP is trying to silence them with their power games. Congress also says that the BJP, the NDA Sarkar, is deflecting from the real issue of war, because they want to deflect attention away from issues such as war, such as fuel crunch. They also say and remind the BJP that BJP headquarters, as per the Congress, is still there at 11 Ashoka Road, despite the fact that BJP themselves have moved on. Listen into what the Congress says and we'll come back to the BJP headquarters in just a bit.
देखिए, सरकार दबाव में लेना चाहती है। वो सोचती है कि कांग्रेस की आवाज़ को बंद कर देंगे। कांग्रेस की आवाज़ देश की आवाज़ है, ये बंद नहीं होगी। आप हमें डराने की कोशिश मत करें। क्या आपने 11 अशोक रोड खाली करा लिया? भारतीय जनता पार्टी का कार्यालय है। क्या पंथ मार्ग के ऊपर भारतीय जनता पार्टी का दिल्ली प्रदेश कार्यालय है, उसे खाली करा लिया? आप सारी तमाम जगहों के ऊपर अपने लोगों को गेस्ट अकोमोडेशन के नाम के ऊपर आपने इतनी फ्लैट्स और कोठियां दे रखी हैं, क्या उनको खाली करा लिया? ये जो काम कर रहे हैं ना, ये बौखलाहट है कि ईरान के युद्ध के अंदर तो कुछ कर नहीं पाए, तो अब इधर की तरफ ध्यान हटका दो इनका।
सरकार की प्राथमिकता है कि इन तमाम मुद्दों से देश का ध्यान हेडलाइन मैनेज करके हटाया जाए, उनको व्यस्त रखा जाए, विपक्ष का मुंह बंद किया जाए ताकि ये मुद्दे न उठा पाए, ताकि सवाल न पूछ पाए, ताकि जनता की समस्याएं प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस न कर पाए, विरोध न कर पाए, जैसा कि हमारे यूथ कांग्रेस ने किया। ये सारे विरोध का एक तरीका होता है। आप कितनी ही कोशिश कर लीजिए, कांग्रेस का मुंह तो बंद नहीं करा पाएंगे।
So you just heard the Congress saying, what about BJP's old headquarters? Yes, they are talking about 11 Ashoka Road. Earlier, remember, 11 Ashoka Road used to be BJP's headquarters. What is the current headquarter of BJP? This was inaugurated in 2018 by Prime Minister Modi, and currently BJP is headquartered at Deen Dayal Upadhyay Marg. And now what happens to 11 Ashoka Road? It has been re-allotted, and this time around it has been allotted to Bijayan Panda, who incidentally is a BJP MP. He's using it, as per papers, he's using it as his residence. However, we went there to see, is it still the BJP headquarters? Is it still unofficially the BJP headquarters? This is what our colleague Priyank Tripathi has to report.
After 48 years, the National Congress has been given eviction notice to vacate the 24th Akbar Road, and that has raised question that what happened to these prominent bungalows, which was the 9 Ashoka Road, which was allotted to BJP Sangathan Mantri, and also the 11 Ashoka Road. We have come on the ground, and according to the information which is there, this particular 9 bungalow has been allotted to Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee Research Foundation. This is bungalow 9, and right adjacent to that is the bungalow number 11. You can see the construction work is going on, the renovation is going on at this particular location where this bungalow has been allotted to the Research Foundation, where the work is still continuing. Amidst the kind of speculation which was being raised that whether these bungalows are still holding in possession of the Bharatiya Janata Party, on the ground, according to the official information which is related to 11 Akbar Road, which has been allotted to Bijayan Panda, and now this particular bungalow number 9 has been allotted to the Research Foundation in the name of late Shyama Prasad Mukherjee.
Well, that is, of course, Priyank getting us all the details from the ground, how a lot of these bungalows, which were allotted earlier to the BJP, even BJP's headquarters, have now been re-allotted. But let's get you all the reactions which are coming in from the BJP. Why? They are saying Congress refusing to vacate their old headquarters is nothing but squatting on Sarkari bungalows. Listen in to what the BJP has to say.
UPA government was in power. In 2005, 6, 7, 8, 9, they took decision that all political parties must shift its office from their current Lutyens location to DDU Marg or to Rouse Avenue. And on the basis of that, all political parties, including the BJP, built its new office in another area, DDU Marg. The Congress party has also built multiple offices, one in the same area. It also has another building. But despite that, even after 10 years, now they do not want to vacate their 24 Akbar Road. And when an eviction notice is served to them, as is done for any person who's squatting on the prime land, then they play victimhood card.
Let me go across to our panelists. Anurag Naidu, political analyst, as well as Syed Asad Abbas, another political analyst, are joining us. Syed Asad Abbas, I'm going to start with you. Congress has a new address. BJP has vacated their old headquarters. Why is the Congress still clinging on to this address of 21 Akbar Road?
Meghna ji, there is something called legacy and a cultural heritage which comes from the Congress party. 24 Akbar Road has been a place of prominence, and there's many historical events have taken place there. Being it the revival of the Congress party, when the Congress party was split and Indira Gandhi came back to in power, it was the same place. Not just that. Many of the states wins, many of the elections wins, the 2004 win by the UPA, the coming of age of a leader like Sonia Gandhi, 2009 also coming of age of a leader like Dr. Manmohan Singh. The many of the liberalization strategies which came from this place, with P.V. Narasimha Rao, Rajiv Gandhi, Indira Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi, and many of the prime minister this country has seen. Let us understand that the Bharatiya Janata Party has much better things to do than do such petty politics. Their level of
Syed Asad Abbas, this is Sarkari land. This land belongs to the government. This land belongs to the people. It does not belong to Congress.
I'll tell you. Also, eviction can take place when the Congress party is not paying the respective rent here. The Congress
when was it allotted? When the Congress was in power? In 1978, that's when Congress moved in. Isn't that true, Syed Asad Abbas? You moved in when you were in power. You were at the peak of your power. Now Congress doesn't even enjoy that kind of power. You need to give up your privilege.
The only change is the constant. Being constant is not the only change. But let us tell you also, Meghna ji, power does not remain in the hand of the few. The only most exciting thing about power is it is never with the same person or the same party. Power keeps changing and power keeps evolving. Today it could be BJP. Tomorrow it could be Congress. Yesterday it was Congress. So therefore, I think my friend Anurag Naidu...
Let me go across to Anurag Naidu in that case. Syed Asad Abbas says that it's about our story, it is about our legacy. But, well, the BJP gave it up too. Why not the Congress?
Meghna, going by the logic, the Prime Minister, Modi ji is the longest serving Prime Minister. I don't think he should ever evict Lok Kalyan Mall. De do Lok Kalyan Mall BJP ko hamesha ke liye do. I don't think they should ever evict, because longest serving Prime Minister, it's a history, yeah. And the old Parliament building that's a story. And the Parliament buildings where a lot of reforms have passed in the last 10, 12 years. I think that give the Parliament building to the BJP, because that's where the historic GST came into picture. That's where all the major reforms happened. Will you give it? It doesn't work like that. As an aspiring youth of India, the new Bharat, Meghna, I must tell you, this prime properties needs to be used for research purpose, needs to be used for the youth empowerment, needs to be used for cultural significance, and cannot be a single symbol of entitlement. We are living in the century.
I agree with you, Anurag Naidu. However, the BJP headquarters was re-allotted to a BJP MP. It is still being used. If you go there, it's still being used as an unofficial office of the BJP. You didn't extend the same privilege to the Congress when you could have. Isn't that true, Anurag Naidu?
No. I'll tell you one thing. Now, there are, see, the procedures of allotting a bungalow happen by rules. Now, you have 90 MPs now, right? Last time
Congress
you had
said appointed to a Congress MP. Why didn't you do that? Why didn't the BJP do that?
If there is a Congress MP who has no allocation of a house, they can very well request. They said, okay,
they requested, as per sources, it's not happening. Just give it to a Congress MP.
No. Listen. See, it cannot go by your rules. No, again, entitlement. Because I'm asking, you have to give me. It cannot happen like that. There is a committee. There is CPWD. You make a request. Whether they give it or not, it is not BJP.
Anurag Naidu, is it true or not that Bijayan Panda, the vice president of BJP and BJP MP, is the one who gets allotted the BJP headquarters, and people are saying that it still functions as a BJP office? Is it true?
Lot of other but lot of other MPs also. No. Listen, I mean, of course, if you have seen the record. I mean, why should record? I don't want to deny. I'm not speaking for the party, but I'm saying a lot of MPs still are enjoying acres of litigants' property who are 5 times, 6 times MPs from other parties too. So BJP has not asked them. I can take the big names who are now supporting or who are even against the party. Let's say the story of Mr. Pawar. BJP has been very respectful. Mr. Pawar's bungalow is a swanky, huge bungalow. The BJP is not please evict. So
others as well, like the Samajwadi Party office, which is still there despite eviction notices.
No, but that's what I'm saying. The public.
Every party does it. Every party does it. But Congress should be different. Where are your ideals? Sayyid Asad Abbas.
Meghna ji, I've always believed with great power there's great responsibility and equal accountability. The Bharatiya Janata Party always claims it's a party with a difference. It's a party which does not alleviate itself to what the Congress party does. If Congress has set such a precedent in the past, I think BJP should correct it. But BJP is also following suit and they're doing the same. The fact of the matter, the Bharatiya Janata Party needs to understand this very clearly. This reeks of absolute duplicity and hypocrisy. बीजेपी करे तो प्यार कांग्रेस करें तो वार ये कैसा प्रचार
one quick point. I'm out of time, so quickly. I'll tell you why there's a party with difference. 9 Akbar Road is Shama Prakash Mukherjee Cultural Center. You make a request telling that the 24th Akbar Road can be a Aviation Academy, Rajiv Gandhi Aviation Academy. Put a request. Put some request which is palatable. Put something which is a development for the youth, which is of the national youth. Legally, please put a request that you will fund a research center.
Demand it as a privilege. It's about procedure. You may have been losing polls, but you must also lose privilege if procedure is to be followed. Let's see if the Congress can do what it alleges the BJP has done. Thank you so much, Anurag Naidu, as well as Sayyid Asad Abbas, for joining us here on the show. With that, a short break. I'll see you again tomorrow, same time, 6:30 p.m.